we continue our mock test. And which of the following person does not belong to the group known as Trinity of Carnatic Music? So Trinity of Carnatic Music includes Muthuswami Dikshitar, Shyam Shastri and Tyagaraja. It is asked in prelims very frequently. Answer here is B, that is Bharat. So these are the three Trinity of Carnatic Music. Question number 47. Consider the following statements regarding Thumri, which is semi-classical musical art of Uttar Pradesh. It is based on romantic religious literature and inspired by Bhakti movement. Yes. It was patronized by Nawab Wajid Ali Shah. Yes. Its origin is attributed to Amir Khusro. No. So answer here is C, that is 1 and 2. So origin of Khayal is attributed to, which resembles Thumri, is attributed to Amir Khusro, not directly Thumri. Okay, so you have to watch out for these technicalities. Question number 48. Which of the following terms are correctly matched? Kayot Sarg, meditation in sitting posture till salvation. Sanlekhan, fasting till death. So Kayot Sarg is basically meditation in standing posture till salvation, not sitting posture. So answer here is wrong. And it is done by like Gautam Buddha. And Sanlekhan is for Jainism and they do fasting till death. This is correct. Answer is B, 2 only. So Kayot Sarg is meditation in standing posture till salvation. It is one of the two poses in which Buddha is represented, the other being sitting position. Question number 49. Pat Chitra is a famous folk painting of the state of which of the following? So it is basically a famous folk painting of Odisha and only natural colors and crude brushes are used. It is a lacquer coated. So here answer is C, that is Odisha. So Pat Chitra is a famous folk painting of Odisha. Okay, and it is lacquer coated. Question number 50. Which of the following is incorrect about Muhammad Ali Jinnah? He founded the Muslim League in 1907. Absolutely wrong. Okay. He opposed the Bengal partition. This is correct. He was given the title of Ambassador of Hindu Muslim Unity by Sarojini Naidu. Correct. He joined the Indian Home Rule League. Correct. So answer here is A. So Sir Sayyid had founded in 1886 the Mohammedan Educational Conference, but a self-imposed ban prevented it from discussing politics, and at its December 1906 conference in Dhaka, the conference removed the ban and adopted a resolution to form an All India Muslim League, and its original political call was to define and advance the Indian Muslim civil rights and to provide protection to the upper and gentry class of Indian Muslims, and Jinnah later joined the Muslim League in 1913. So he was not the original founder. Question number 51. Among the following, who was the first satyagrahi during the individual satyagraha movement of 1940-41? So it's a very typically asked question. Everybody should know. Answer is Vinoda Bhave. Acharya Vinoda Bhave was the first satyagrahi. So the Congress was in a confused state again after the August offer, and the radicals and leftists wanted to launch a mass civil disobedience movement, but here Gandhiji insisted on individual satyagraha, and individual satyagraha was not to seek independence but to affirm the right of speech. And the other reason of this satyagraha that mass movement would turn violent and he would not like to see the Great Britain embarrassed by such a situation. First satyagrahi was Acharya Vinoda Bhave, who was sent to jail when he spoke against the war. Second was Jawaharlal Nehru. Now they might ask about third. Answer is Brahma Dutt. Okay, please remember these three names. Question number 52. Consider the following statements regarding Cripps mission of 1942. It promised India dominion status. 100% correct. It rejected the demand for Pakistan. This is absolutely wrong. They accommodated the demand for Pakistan. It was sent to secure India cooperation in World War II. This is correct. It stated that the aim of British policy in India was the earliest possible realization of self-government. This is also correct. Answer here is D, that is 134. So Cripps mission accommodated the demand for Pakistan by the provision that any province which was not prepared to accept the new constitution will have the right to sign a separate agreement with Britain regarding its future status. So answer is D. Question number 53. Which of the following Indian classical dance is known as the mobile sculpture? So mobile sculpture is basically Odissi is the one which is called as that, and Odissi in its history was performed predominantly by women and expressed religious stories and spiritual ideas, particularly of Vaishnavism, and Tribhanga, that is three bands posture, is innate to it, and it is also called as the mobile sculpture. Question number 54. What would be helpful in achieving the feat of 175 gigawatt of renewable capacity by 2022? Feed-in tariff, yes. Renewable portfolio obligation, yes. Accelerated depreciation allowance, yes. Answer is D, that is 1, 2, 3. Very, very important question. So let us see. So under feed-in tariff, a fixed tariff is guaranteed to the power producer for a certain number of years. For him, this is desirable as it will ensure assured income that will eliminate market risk and he is able to raise finance easily. Under the RPO, a DISCOM is required to purchase a certain percentage of its total distributed electricity from renewable sources, and the price that a renewable power producer will receive is determined by the market. And accelerated depreciation allowance has helped boost wind power in the country, and it provides incentive to set up the plant but not to maintain it or generate electricity. Question number 55. Which of the following is not correct about National Green Tribunal? So basically it has original jurisdiction on matters of substantial question relating to environment. Yes. Even an existing judge of High Court is qualified to be appointed as a judicial member. Yes. The tribunal does have jurisdiction over disputes related to Forest Rights Act. This is absolutely wrong. It has 4 regional benches. This is correct. So tribunal has jurisdiction, NGT has jurisdiction over disputes related to Water Act, Water Cess Act, Forest Conservation Act, Air Pollution Act, Environment Protection Act, Public Liability Insurance Act, and Biodiversity Act. Question number 56. Consider the following statements regarding open source drug discovery. So it is a very typical term which we used to hear in our MBBS days. So OSDD project of CSIR. Yes, this is correct. The project strive for affordable healthcare for all. This is correct. All the data and resources generated by the community are openly shared through a web-based portal. Yes. The project places IP restrictions on data sources. See, now that cannot be possible, right? If it is open source, you cannot have IP restrictions. So answer here is D, that is 1, 2, 3. So OSDD project does not place any IP restrictions on its resources. What could not be the possible cause behind the rise of non-communicable and cardiovascular disease in developing countries like in India? Genes in the population, obviously it is a very major factor. Lifestyle changes, obviously. Environment pollution, obviously. Climate change cannot have any direct bearing. Lifestyle changes, genes to 100% hai. Environment pollution can also be directly linked to various cardiovascular diseases, but climate change cannot be the answer. So all the other factors are directly associated with non-communicable and cardiovascular disease, while climate change does not have any direct bearing. Question number 58. Among the following bodies, which one is quasi-judicial, quasi-legislative, and quasi-executive in nature? So it is said for Securities Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI. So SEBI has 3 functions rolled into one body: quasi-legislative, quasi-judicial, and quasi-executive. And it drafts regulation in its legislative capacity. It conducts investigation and enforcement action in its executive function, and it passes rulings and orders in its judicial capacity. Question number 59. Which of the following newspapers and their founders are correctly matched? New India by M.K. Gandhi. No. New India was by Annie Besant. Young India was by M.K. Gandhi. So first and second are wrong. So if you can eliminate first and second, the only option which is correct is D, that is 3 and 4. So that is how you can know your correct answers. So answer here is D, that is 3 and 4 only. So New India was founded by Annie Besant, while Young India was founded by M.K. Gandhi. But a sharp aspirant will remember the other two also, that Hindu Patriot was by H.C. Mukherjee and Sudharak was by Gopal Krishna Gokhale. And last question for this lesson is: Congress League Pact accepted separate electorate for Muslims. This historic pact was signed in 1916 session of. So if anybody does not know this, you should seriously introspect. Answer is Lucknow Pact. So Lucknow Pact refers to an agreement reached between the Indian National Congress and the Muslim League at the joint session of both the parties, which was held in Lucknow in the year 1916. And due to the reconciliation brought about by Jinnah between the Congress and the League, the Nightingale of India, Sarojini Naidu, gave him the title of Ambassador of Hindu-Muslim Unity. So thank you for watching this lesson. We will continue our discussion. Hey guys, so we continue our discussion with the mock test. So India has been lagging behind in achieving these Millennium Development Goals. First is providing universal primary education. Yes, this is correct. Halving the proportion of population living below poverty line. No. This is we have already achieved. So this is wrong. Integration of principles of sustainable development into national policies and programs and reversing the loss of environmental resources. This we also achieved. Empowering women through wage employment and political participation. This needs to be achieved. So answer is D. So India has already achieved the target of reducing poverty by half. India also achieved gender parity in primary school enrollment and is likely to reach parity in secondary and tertiary education also. India is set to achieve reducing hunger by half, to reduce maternal mortality by 3/4, control of the spread of deadly disease such as HIV/AIDS, malaria and tuberculosis, and it has increased forest cover and has halved the proportion of population without access to clean drinking water. But India is lagging behind on targets for achieving universal primary school enrollment and completion and achieving universal youth literacy, empowering women through wage employment and political participation, reducing child and infant mortality, and improving access to adequate sanitation to eliminate open defecation. Article 102 and 191 deal with disqualification of an MP MLA in case of he holds any office of profit. Which of the following are considered as office of profit under these acts? All offices under central government and state government, all offices other than that of Attorney General of India, all offices under the central and state government other than any office declared not to disqualify its holder by law passed by the parliament, state legislature. So obviously C sounds the most logical one, that all the other offices except which is expressly like made an exception. So idea behind the office of profit is to preserve the independence of legislature by keeping the members away from any temptation from the executive that can come in the way of independent discharge of their duties. And the term office of profit has not been defined in the constitution. Articles 102 and 191, which give effect to the concept of office of profit, prescribe restrictions at the central and state level on lawmakers accepting government positions, and according to these articles, a person shall be disqualified as a member of parliament for holding any office of profit under the government of India or the government of any state other than an office declared by parliament by law not to disqualify its holder. Question number 63. A speaker or deputy speaker of Lok Sabha can be removed from his office by a resolution passed by a majority of it has to be done by all the then members of Lok Sabha. Okay. So Article 94 of Indian Constitution states that a speaker of Lok Sabha can be removed from his office by a resolution of House of the People passed by a majority of all the then members of the House. Question number 64. Consider the following statements regarding the ICJ, that is International Court of Justice. It is the judicial organ of UN set up under the UN Charter 1945. Correct. It has its own secretariat. Correct. It has the power to enforce its decision ruling. This is wrong. And it is based in Hague, Netherlands. This is correct. Answer is D124. So ICJ depends on United Nations Security Council to enforce its ruling subject to the veto power of any permanent members of UNSC. That is why nations like India, they aspire to become permanent members. Question number 65. Which of the following institutions has the provision of helping a member country in balance of payment crisis? World Bank, this is wrong. IMF, yes. Asian Development Bank, wrong. New Development Bank, correct. New Development Bank, people ask who is heading, who made this? So answer is BRICS. So here answer is 2 and 4. So IMF bails out countries like India in 1990 in case of balance of payment crisis, and New Development Bank of BRICS also has a provision of providing help to its member countries in case of BOP crisis through its contingency reserve arrangement. Question number 66. Clustered nucleated rural settlements are found in which of the following areas? So here it is found in northern plains, yes. Nagaland, yes. Rajasthan, yes. But Kerala, it's not there. Kerala has many lagoons and inland water bodies which prevents clustering in rural areas. So let's see what are the reasons for clustering. So in Ganga plains, high population density and plain topography. Nagaland, it is security. Rajasthan, it is water availability, but not in Kerala. 67. In which region of India are most of its copper and zinc resources located? So here the answer is northwestern regions. Like you might have heard about Khetri mines. Khetri is a place in Jhunjhunu district of Rajasthan. So they are very famous for their copper mines. So answer is C. So Khetri mines in Rajasthan. Question number 68. Barakar is the main tributary of which river? So Barakar is the main tributary of the Damodar river in eastern India. Okay, so answer is A. So originating near Padma in Hazaribagh district of Jharkhand. It flows across the northern part of the Chota Nagpur plateau before joining the Damodar in West Bengal. Question number 69. Which of the following is not included in the definition of narrow money? So currency with the public, yes. Other deposits with the RBI, yes. Demand deposit with the banks, yes. But time deposit with bank is not narrow money. Time deposit with bank along with narrow money is broad money. So you can see the definition here. Question number 70. Consider the following statements regarding all India financial institutions. They assist in the proper allocation of resources, sourcing from businesses that have a surplus and distributing to others who have deficits. Presently, NABARD and SIDBI are the only all India financial institutions operating in the country. Which of the following statement is correct here? So first statement is correct, second is wrong. So answer is A, one only. So all India financial institutions is a group composed of development finance institutions and investment institutions that play a pivotal role in the financial markets. And AIFI assist in the proper allocation of resources, sourcing from businesses that have a surplus and distributing to others who have deficits. This also assists with ensuring the continued circulation of money in the economy. And presently there are 4 institutions regulated by Reserve Bank of India as all India financial institutions. One is Exim Bank, that is Export Import Bank of India. Second is NABARD, that is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Third is SIDBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India. Fourth is National Housing Bank. Question number 71. Which of the following organization publishes World Economic Outlook? So it is basically a survey conducted and published by IMF. So World Economic Outlook is a survey which is done by IMF. It is published biannually and partly updated 2 times a year, and it portrays the world economy in the near and medium context with projections running for up to 4 years into the future, and WEO forecast including key macroeconomic indicators such as GDP, inflation, current account and fiscal balance of more than 180 countries across the globe. Polar areas experience long days and nights alternatively during a year. What is the reason behind this? So the major reason is because the axis is inclined. So axis of rotation of Earth is inclined. That is why this reason happens. And due to the inclined axis of rotation, Sun is overhead at the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn alternatively during a year. So on 21st June it will be on Tropic of Cancer, and then in December it will be in Tropic of Capricorn. So Earth's axis is inclined at a 23.5 degrees. So when there is summer in the North Pole, Earth is aligned in such a way that the northern hemisphere is facing towards the Sun, and this state continues for 6 months. As a result, the North Pole experiences 6 months of uninterrupted sunlight, while the South Pole, which is facing away from the Sun, experiences 6 months without sunlight. And the opposite phenomena happens during winter in the North Pole. Question number 73. Which of the following is known as the mushroom district of Himachal Pradesh? So Solan is a district. Is known as the Solan is the mushroom city of India. Okay. So because of the vast mushroom farming in the area, as well as the Directorate of Mushroom Research situated at the Chambaghat, Solan is also called a city of red gold in reference to the bulk production of tomatoes in the area. Question number 74. Which of the following regions has 2 drainage systems, one towards the Arabian Sea and the other towards the Bay of Bengal? Here the answer is B, that is Malwa Plateau. So towards Arabian Sea is Narmada and Mahi, and towards Bay of Bengal is Chambal, Ken, Betwa and Sindh. Question number 75. Which of the following mountain range lies between Narmada and Tapi rivers? Here answer is Satpura range. So Satpura range lies parallel to Vidyan range and between Narmada and Tapi rivers, and the range consists of Rajpipla hills, Mahadev hills and Maikal range. So answer is A. Thank you for watching this lesson. Have an awesome day. So we continue our mock test. Question number 76. Consider the following statements. Tropical evergreen and semi-evergreen forest types are most common in India. Tropical evergreen forests are found in areas with an annual rainfall of 60 to 200 centimeters. Both of these are wrong, and montane forests in India are found in the Himalayan region as well as in southern region. This is correct. So answer is C3 only. So tropical deciduous forests have the largest share in forest cover of India, and tropical evergreen forests are found in areas with an annual rainfall of more than 200 centimeters, while tropical deciduous forests are found in areas with an annual rainfall of 60 to 200 centimeters. Question number 77. During winter in hilly areas, the valleys experience a lower night temperature than the adjacent uplands because of which of the following? Here the answer is vertical movement of cold and dense upland air mass under the influence of gravity. So due to lower temperature during cold winter nights, air at higher altitudes become more dense and moist, while air in the valley will stay comparatively warmer and less dense, and the cold dense air mass in uplands behave like a liquid and then flows down to valleys under the effect of gravity, and this eventually makes the temperature in valleys to be lower than the uplands. Question number 78. Which of the following organization publishes the Competitive Industrial Performance Index? Here answer is UNIDO. So answer is A. So Competitive Industrial Performance of Nation is an analytical publication of the UNIDO Statistics Unit based primarily on its own data sources, and the CIP report has widely been used as an advisory service offered by the UNIDO in the area of policy and statistics. Question number 79. Which of the following is published by Central Statistical Organization? So CPI Industrial Workers, CPI Urban Non-Manual Employees published by CSO. So answer is B. So while all the other CPIs, that is CPI Industrial Workers, CPI Agricultural Labor, CPI Rural Laborer, they are published by Department of Labor. So that is why the answer here is B. Question number 80. Consider the following statements regarding the effect of inflation on tax structure. Inflation causes an increase in indirect taxes. Yes. Inflation causes an increase in direct taxes. Yes. So obviously if 1 and 2 are correct, 3 and 4 cannot be correct. So increase in direct tax is because of rising income, and increase in indirect tax is because of rising cost. So answer here is A. So yes. Question number 81. Consider the following statements regarding Ebola hemorrhagic fever. It affects only humans. This is wrong. It spreads by direct contact with the blood or the other body fluids of a person who has developed symptoms of the disease. This is correct. RVSV Jabot vaccine, which has been recently prepared, is 70 to 100% efficacious against the Ebola disease. This is also correct. So answer here is B, 2 and 3. So Ebola virus disease, also known as Ebola hemorrhagic fever. Hemorrhagic means blood. Okay, blood is flowing out of body orifices. Or simply Ebola is a viral hemorrhagic fevers of humans and other primates. So it is just not limited to humans, it is found in other primates as well. That is why the option first is incorrect. The virus spreads by direct contact with body fluids such as blood of an infected human or other animals. And in December 2016, Ebola virus disease was found to be 70 to 100% prevented by RSV Jabot vaccine, making it the first proven vaccine against the disease. Question number 82. Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovation is a... So here the answer is B. It is a public-private coalition that aims to limit epidemics by speeding development of vaccines. So Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovation is a public-private coalition that aims to derail epidemics by speeding development of vaccines. And the concept is to develop early phases of vaccines without knowing the detail for the form in which the infection will appear. But it will still cut down the time to tailor the eventual vaccine to be effective to the epidemic. Question number 83. Which of the following Indian rurals was a contemporary of Alexander the Great? So here the answer is A, that is Chandragupta Maurya. So Chandragupta Maurya was the founder of the Maurya Empire and the first emperor to unify north and southwest of present-day India into one state. And he ruled from 325 BC until his voluntary retirement and abdication in favor of his son Bindusar. And he was a contemporary of Alexander, and when Alexander ordered his army to cross Ganga, they refused because they were very fearful of Chandragupta's military might. Question number 84. Consider the following statements regarding extratropical cyclones. They cover a large area than tropical cyclones. This is correct. They have more wind velocity and are consequently more destructive than tropical cyclones. No, they have less wind velocity, they are less destructive. They move from east to west direction in northern hemisphere. No, in northern hemisphere they will be anti-clockwise, so they will move from west to east. The only option correct is A. Only statement correct is 1, so answer is A, 1 only. So extratropical cyclones have less wind velocity and are less destructive than tropical cyclones, and they move from west to east. Question number 85. 2020 Olympics will be hosted by which of the following? So the answer is Tokyo, so there is nothing to explain about it. Question number 86. The 11th edition of the Asia-Europe Meeting Summit recently issued the Ulaanbaatar Declaration. Ulaanbaatar is capital of which of the following? So Ulaanbaatar is capital of Mongolia. Again, like you should know the capital of these major cities, countries, at least in Asia. Question number 87. Which short film won the first prize at the 2016 Swachh Bharat Film Festival? So here the answer is Murga. Okay, so that is the answer. So they can ask you such questions, very commonly asked as the following stuff. Which of the following is correct about the Indus Valley civilization? So they produced wheat, barley, rice and cotton, 100% correct. They domesticated the elephants. This is also correct. They built a few temples across the city. No. They did not build temples in the city. Mesopotamians did. Answer here is C, 1 and 2. However, Mesopotamians did not domesticate elephants while Indus Valley people did. Question number 89. Consider the following statements about Jainism. It recognizes gods but placed them lower to Mahavir. This is wrong. It condemns the fourfold Varna system. This is absolutely correct. It prohibited practicing agriculture to its followers. Why will it do it? 99% of the population was doing agriculture. It was founded by Mahavir. So here, and it was founded by Mahavir. So in such questions, like, people should not apply logic. So I applied logic, and I was just trying to say how is this wrong. So here the option 2 and 4 are incorrect. So it condemns the fourfold Varna system. This is wrong. They did not condemn the fourfold Varna system. It prohibited practicing agriculture to its followers. This is correct. Okay, it was founded by Mahavir. This is wrong. It was founded by Rishabdev. So can you see, like, logic does not take you all the time. So here answer is B, that is 2 and 4. So Jainism did not condemn the Varna system, believed that Varna was accorded by birth due to previous sins, and it was founded by Rishabdev. Question number 90. Which of the following high courts has jurisdiction over Andaman and Nicobar? So here answer is A, Kolkata High Court. So we will continue our discussion. Hey guys, what's up? So which of the following is correctly matched? So these are the terms which are used in cybersecurity a lot. Virus replicates by reproducing itself or infecting other computer programs or modifying them. Trojans are malicious computer program used to hack into a computer by misleading users of its true intent. Worm replicates through a computer network and mostly do not attempt to change the system they pass through. Spam is irrelevant or unsolicited messages sent over the internet, typically to a large number of users. So all the four statements are correct. They are related to cybersecurity. Please read about them. Answer is D. 1, 2, 3, 4. CRISPR-Cas9 technology has been recently in news. Which of the following statement is correct about CRISPR-Cas9? So basically it is a technology that will allow permanent modification of genes within organisms. So answer is B. So clustered regularly interspaced short palindromic repeats. That is the full form of CRISPR. Are segments of prokaryotic DNA containing short repetitive base sequences, and these will play a key role in a bacterial defense system. They form the basis of a genome editing technology known as CRISPR-Cas9 that allows permanent modification of genes within the organisms. And bioethical concerns have been raised about the prospect of using CRISPR for germline editing. And in April of 2015, Chinese scientists reported results of an attempt to alter the DNA of non-viable human embryos using CRISPR to correct a mutation that causes beta thalassemia. Question number 93. Consider the following statements regarding Chola Empire. So it was successful in annexing Sri Lanka and Maldives. Yes. Narasimhavarman was the greatest king of Chola Empire. This is wrong. He was the greatest king of Pallava dynasty. It laid the foundation of local self-government in India. This is also correct. So answer is B, 2 only, because it is asking incorrect statement. Recently, the ISRO successfully conducted the scramjet engine test. Which of the following statement is incorrect about the scramjet engine? It works on air breathing propulsion system. Okay, so it uses very little oxygen to burn the fuel. It will decrease the launch cost of ISRO because the scramjet is and cheap. So here the answer is C. So scramjet engine uses oxygen from the atmosphere and therefore it does not need an oxidizer, and it will reduce the weight of the launch vehicle and therefore it will decrease the launch costs. Question number 95. Madhukar Gupta committee recently submitted its report to the union government. The committee was given to recommendation for which of the following? So it is basically for border security, border protection, and addressing the issues of gaps and vulnerability in border fencing along the western border. So answer here is C. Question number 96. The Union Cabinet recently approved creation of a project development fund. Consider the following statements regarding the project development fund. It is aimed at increasing the Indian economic presence in CLMV countries. The fund will be kept under the aegis of Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Here the answer is A, 1 only. So project development fund is aimed at catalyzing Indian economic presence in the Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar and Vietnam, and the fund shall be housed in Department of Commerce and operated through the Exim Bank. So here answer is A. Question number 97. The famous bronze statue of Nataraja belongs to which of the following? So Nataraja statue is of Chola art. So Nataraja is basically a depiction of Lord Shiva, Hindu god Shiv. Okay, और शिव जी का एक डिपिक्शन है. नटराज इज डिपिक्शन ऑफ द हिंदू गॉड शिव एज द कॉस्मिक एक्सटेटिक डांसर, एंड हिज डांस इज कॉल्ड एज द तांडव और तांडवम और नदांत डिपेंडिंग ऑन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ डांस. And the classical form of the depiction appears in stone reliefs as at the Ellora caves and at the Badami caves, and around the 10th century it emerged in Tamil Nadu in its mature and best known expression in Chola bronzes. So it is very important, you should know about this in total. A town Z in some part of the world lies 97 degree 30 minute east of Greenwich, England. If it is 8:30 p.m. Monday in Greenwich, then what will be the time in town Z? Okay, so you should know like where does India lies and where it is. Absolutely, you might be knowing about 82 degree and a half. So for every 15 degrees the time increases by 1 hour. So if it is going to be, let's say, at India, so it will be 5.5 hours ahead of it. And since it is 1 hour ahead of India, since like 90 degrees like 6 hours, 97.5 is 6.5 hours. So just add 6.5 hour in it. So it will be like 3 a.m. on Tuesday. So answer is C. Okay, so for every 15 degrees east, 1 hour needs to be added to the GMT, and therefore for 97 degree 30 minutes, we need to add 6.5 hours. Okay. Question number 99. Which of the following is not a function of Reserve Bank of India? Credit control, currency creation, credit creation, consolidated supervision of the financial sector. Credit control, obviously. Currency creation, obviously. Consolidated supervision of the financial sector, obviously. But credit creation is not a function of RBI. It is done by other banks. So answer is C. Okay. It is a function of other banks. And last question for the day is, which of the following hormone helps in maintaining the diurnal rhythm in animal body? Insulin is related to the glucose metabolism. Okay, oxytocin is related to childbirth. Melatonin is responsible for the sleep diurnal control. So melatonin is a hormone that is produced by the pineal gland in animals and regulates sleep and wakefulness. Melatonin is also produced in plants, where it functions as the first line of defense against oxidative stress. And in animals, melatonin is involved in the entrainment, synchronization of the circadian rhythms, including sleep wake time, blood pressure regulation, seasonal reproduction, and many others. So this mock test is complete. We will make more mock tests. If you liked it, please give it 5 star and do share it as much as possible. Thank you for watching this lesson. Have an awesome day.